Hello, world. Those that have ears, let them hear. The question I have today, family, is are you free? There are a lot of things in this world that can be programmed into our minds and things that we can have an attachment to, and things that can cause our demise, so forth and so on. But I ask you the question today, are you free? Do you have hatred in your heart for other people that are not part of your race group? Then you're not free. You know, do you only entertain people that are in your immediate circle that look like you? Then you're not free. Do you vote Democrat because you were raised in a household of Democrats? Then you're not free. Do you vote Republican because you were raised in a house full of Republicans? Then you're not free. In other words, anything that you allow to influence your decisions that has not come to you from a place or a position of revelation, then you're not free. Do you date or entertain, if you're a man, multiple women, or you're a promiscuous man? Then you're not free. Do you date and entertain multiple men if you're a woman and that makes you a promiscuous woman? Then you're not free. Do you harbor hatred in your heart for another human being? Then you're not free. Do you entertain drugs? Then you're not free. Do you entertain excessive amounts of alcohol? Then you're not free. Do you do and partake in illegal things, activities? Then you're not free. Do you blame others for a lack of success in your life? Then you're not free. Do you hate any other race, color, and creed other than your own? Then you're not free. Have you been programmed racism and hatred? And do you still partake in racism and hatred? Then you're not free. If you're a black man, although there are stumbling blocks that are meticulously placed in front of you, but you haven't figured out how to overcome and conquer those stumbling blocks like many have before you, then you're not free. There's many things in this world, family. There's many excuses. But if you have knowledge, ambition, and drive, you can overcome and conquer anything that is causing you to fail, any stumbling block that, can potentially be in your way, whether you were programmed it or not. But there are many things that keep us from being free. When you have ill feelings toward other people, you're not free. Do you have any emotional disturbances within your mind, within your psyche, that keep you and hold you down and keep you from being a loving, kind human being? Anything, then you're not free. When we sit around here and we blame others and we look at all of the negative things in this life, all of the things that there's just that are not healthy and create or promote, a positive, loving environment. If we think of any of these things and we make excuses for our inaction or, whatever it may be, then you're not free. When somebody, I talked about this yesterday, if you're a black person, a white person, an Asian person, a Hispanic person, whatever it is, an Indian person, if someone was to move into your community or what have you, would it bother you? Then you're not free. If you see someone that if you're black and you see a black person dating a white person and it bothers you, then you're not free. If you see anything that is outside of what you feel should be the norm, then you're not free. Many of us are not free, family. When we allow any of these things to create in us emotional disturbances where we lose our peace of mind, then we're not free. Do you hold on to things that happened in your past? Then you're not free. Does your past dictate how you and who you are presently in your present moment? Then you're not free. And why do I say this, family? Because there are every situation and circumstance that I just named, there is someone that has conquered that very thing. There is somebody who has overcame and conquered any of the things, any of the little scenarios that I just presented to you. There's someone in this world that has conquered every single one, from every scenario, every aspect, every angle. They've conquered it. So I ask you again, man, are you free? Are you really free? And why do I say that? Because when you read that word and it tells us who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who reads the word of God and the word of God sets you free, you're free indeed. And it doesn't mean that other things may not try to creep into your life, or life may not dish you out more unfair or unseen cards, all right, or give you more lemon. But then that's when the word of God will inspire you and give you the knowledge, the drive, and the ambition to take lemon and make lemonade. And this is what people do in life, family. They look at life, they see the negative, they see the obstacles, they see the ways, they see their own indiscretions, they see the ways of the world, they see the stumbling blocks, and they overcome them and they conquer them. Because again, family, who the Son sets free is free indeed. We are all without excuse. If a blind man can learn to play the piano, if a handicapped, crippled, or a paraplegic or a quadriplegic can go on and inspire and help others in life, we're all without excuse. So we can be missing a limb. We can have ailments. We can have all these various things in life, family. And we've seen someone in this lifetime, no matter what race, color, or creed, we've seen it across the spectrum. They've overcome and they've conquered any and every obstacle that has ever been known to face mankind. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. Learn to think for yourself. Relearn. Neutralize. The word of God is the great neutralizer. It can neutralize anything, so that we can then from that point forward learn what it really means, what it truly means to be free. If you're living off of someone else's program, then you're not free, family. And I'm here to tell you that the antivirus is the divine word of God. The word of God is the antivirus. It is the great neutralizer, so that you can begin anew, right? Like the word says, man, being born again, right? The renewing of the mind, to be unlearned to a place of neutrality, so that you can relearn what it really means to be free. So, if you're attached to anything in this earth realm, and if it controls you emotionally, then you're not free. Sex, drugs, alcohol, money, your party, Democrat, Republican, what your mother taught you, what your father taught you. If you haven't got revelation from on high to understand where there's racism, hatred, and that comes in all different angles. There are black racists, white racists, Hispanic racists, Indian racists. None of these people, a lot of these people, they don't want their children to date outside their race, etc., etc., etc. They have hatred for other races, colors, and creeds, and so forth and so on. If any of these things are within your spirit, then you are not free. Be born again, family, by the renewing of your mind, from revelation, by getting revelation from the Creator of the heavens and earth. Be blessed.